Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
Regardless of where you are today, you may be in the corporate sector, an entrepreneur, you may be in the NGO sector, you may be in government, but everybody expects you to think innovatively. Everybody expects you to have an impact out of proportion. So having an outsized impact with limited resources is the essence of entrepreneurship. Looked at it this way, you need entrepreneurship everywhere. This year, across our various programs, we had about 240 students who came in. Every one of them is working on a business idea, an entrepreneurial idea right now.
At the age of 18, I started making films, so that was my passion project, and I started a production house of my own, and that is how I'm here.
In a few years' time, I would like to open up my own startup, which is all about video game publishing. The thing about video games is it's like a novel, but more interactive. It gives you an opportunity to just deep dive into some world and immerse yourself completely.
For me, it is the uncertainty. Because you never know how it is going to go. It is just like your baby. You don't know how it will progress, but your effort and your dedication, it may take it to something which is very big, something which may not work. So that uncertainty always attracts me.
It's not easy to convince your middle class parents that I want to leave chartered accountancy and move on to something creative. So that in itself was a big shift. So for them, and for me itself, like, it's a huge confidence in your ability when you do get a stamp from an institution such as MICA.
MICA is all about the culture that they have and the amount of freedom that we get to do whatever we want.
I believe that it is giving me opportunity to network, to connect with people, and also with industry professionals who are mentoring me in my business idea.
Tech essentially is not a part of our curriculum, but what we do have at a place like MICA is that we're surrounded by people who are coming from diverse backgrounds. That's the beauty of a place like MICA, that you'll find people who will help you build something that you can dream of.
So before joining MICA, I always thought entrepreneurship is just about having a very good idea and nothing else matters. But after I joined MICA, after attending a lot of lectures, speaking to a lot of entrepreneurs, I've realized that idea is not everything. What is the most important is the way you execute the idea. Because you can't have a mind-blowing idea every day. You can't have a eureka moment every day, but what you can do is improve your execution every day, and that is what MICA has taught me.
Even before I came into MICA, I knew that EDC is the place I want to go because number one, I want to further hone my skills of maybe leading a startup. So I thought EDC would be a great platform for me to connect to people, to learn more about how a startup is number one formulated and then scaled.
EDC gives me an opportunity to interact with a lot of entrepreneurs. So a lot of my seniors, super seniors have become entrepreneurs. And the thing about entrepreneurship is that you usually get demotivated by the time it comes to actually implementing it. So whenever you're in the company of entrepreneurs, you know that, listen, they have failed, so can you. It's fine. The tough thing is not to give up.
As an EDC committee, we organize various events. Few are for MICAN community and few are on a national scale. Along with this, we work on various life projects so that MICANs can work on it. These projects are very much focused towards startups, so they can get exposed to how these startup cultures work. The Shuruaat Bus is a concept which is about Global Entrepreneurship Summit, which happens throughout the world. This time it was in India. And hence we asked them to come in MICA so that we can represent as a MICAN community there. Few MICANs who have startup ideas, they'll go in a Shuruaat Bus where they'll go inside and speak in front of a camera about their ideas. So these ideas will be judged by a panel of Global Entrepreneurship Summit, and few among them will be called on board, represent their startup idea and eventually get the funding for it.
Startup Garage is a flagship event. Last year it saw entries from all over the country, including prominent IMs. So in the event you get the opportunity to pitch your idea and get a cash prize as well as get funded from prominent investors.
E-Summit is happening in MICA for the first time. The focus of E-Summit is to get all prominent successful startup entrepreneurs in MICA, and they'll talk about how they started their journey, how they worked on their startups and made their startups that big.
Entrepreneurship is not so easy. If upon graduation you think you're going to work on an idea, it's much better to have an idea coming in, work on it for 2 years, use all the resources that we have at MICA, have access to all the people that we have through our ecosystem, go to professors for guidance, come to me for guidance, and basically use the MICA alumni base to further your idea. And then at the end of 2 years, perhaps you'll be in a position to say, okay, I'm not to go into the corporate sector. I'm going to create my own startup. I'm going to take it forward.